Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to Congregation NER TAMID of San Francisco. I'm Rabbi Shana. This is Cantor Andrew. We're here with Eli in the control room, and so grateful that you are with us this evening. We begin with the prayer for peace, a vision of the prophet Isaiah from thousands of years ago. His prayer that one day nation would learn not to lift up their sword against another nation, and that we would never again learn war. Lo yisa goy el goy charev, lo yilmedu od milchama. But as so many have wondered, when will we ever learn?
Amen.
Shabbat has come with its ancient promise of peace and quiet, a time to restore the soul. May it be that for us and our world. And as we welcome the Shabbat angels, let us find the smile that Shabbat brings and the joy of being together, knowing we are not alone. Pray that everyone is feeling well. And let's together open our hearts and our homes to the radiant presence of Shabbat. 2, 3, and
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
I want to give a special thank you to Eli, who, in addition to running tech and often being our prop master, tonight was promoted to wardrobe assistant as well.
Yes, indeed. And charades champion of at least this evening.
And so with everything in place, please God, let's begin Kabbalah Shabbat, Psalm 95. Such small type. It seems to get smaller each week. Lechu Neranena, page 24 in your Likrat Shabbat. Please sing with us. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Ladonai. Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Lechu Neranena, Ladonai. Naria, Naria, letzo yishenu nekama panav v'toda. Naria, Naria, letzo yishenu v'zmirot Naria lo. Lechu neranena, Lechu neranena, Lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, Lechu neranena, Lechu neranena l'Adonai. Psalm 96 invites us to sing a new song to the Creator. It is what we are invited to do every single day. With each breath, we give thanks and we say, Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God, all the earth, a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along. All the earth, a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. I will sing unto God a new song. The mystics teach that at the beginning of creation, the light from the divine source was so intense, so strong, that a portion of it, a seventh of it, had to be reserved for the time of redemption. We sing about that light in Psalm 97 when we say, light is sown, stored away for the righteous, and joy is reserved for the upright in heart. We can never exhaust all of the joy and light that we see. We are always comforted by knowing there is yet a store hidden away on a top shelf for a time in the future when we might need it even more dearly. Or Zarua. 1, 2, 3, and Or Zarua, Latzadik, Ulyisrael Simcha. Or Zarua, Latzadik, Ulyisrael Simcha. Or Zarua, Latzadik, Ulyisrael Simcha. 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 Or Zarua, Latzadik, Ulyisrael Simcha. 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 we gather all the members of the orchestra. I'm smiling, thinking of my beautiful niece's amazing middle school band that managed to do a live concert last night from their Edina location. Scores of young musicians playing together outside. It was unbelievable. They rehearsed in pieces and fits and starts and at home, and they believed in it, and it was the most glorious half hour. And in anticipation of the Hollywood Bowl actually opening up tomorrow night, please God for a live concert, let's gather our own earthly and celestial orchestra for Psalm 98. This is Zamru Ladonai Bechinor. Sing it with us. Be part of the grand orchestra.
3, 4. Zamru Ladonai Bechinor, Bechinor וכל זמרה, בחצוצרות וכל שופר, הערי לפני המלך אדוני, ירם הים ומלואו, תבל ויושבע, נהרות ימחאו חד יחד, ערים ירננו. לפני אדוני קיווה, לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל וצדק, ועמים במישרים, ירם הים ומלואו, תבל ויושבע, נהרות ימחאו חד יחד, ערים ירננו.
Psalm 99 says, exalt the Creator, the Eternal One. Let us worship at God's holy mountain, for Adonai, our God, is holy. We sing together Romemu at the bottom of page 32.
רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו.
Now I'll invite everyone to please rise in body and spirit, ideally, or however you are comfortable, for Psalm 29, page 36 and 37, and the words coming to your screen. This psalm we do all the way through. Havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim.
Havu l'Adonai kavod va'oz.
Havu l'Adonai kevod shemo.
Ishtachavu l'Adonai behadrat kodesh.
Kol Adonai al hamayim.
El hakavod hirim.
Adonai al mayim rabim. Kol Adonai ba'koach.
Kol Adonai behadar.
Kol Adonai shover arazim.
V'shaber Adonai et arzei halvanon.
Vayarkideim kemo egel.
Levanon v'Sirion.
Kemo v'nere'emim. Kol Adonai chotzev lavotesh.
Kol Adonai yachil midbar.
Yachil Adonai midbar kadesh.
Kol Adonai yechol ayalot.
ויחשוף יערו
ובהיכלו כולו מרכבו
ובהיכלו כולו אומר כבוד אדוני למבול ישב
וישב אדוני מלך לעולם
אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן
אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום.
Please be seated as we welcome the Shabbat Queen, imagined as a beautiful bride that we welcome into this wedding ceremony that we reenact every single week on Shabbat. Wherever we are and in whatever state of mind and heart, we pull ourselves together and remind ourselves what is so crucial, and that is this unification of spirit that we celebrate with Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מהראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, קומי צאי מתוך ההפכה, רב לך שבט בעמק הבקע, והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התנערי מעפר קומי, לבשי בגדי תפארתך עמי, על יד בן ישי בית הלחמי, קרבה אל נפשי גאלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקני, מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי, כך יחסו עניי עמי ונבנתה עיר על תהילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. והיו למשיסה שעוזייך ורחקו כל מבלייך, יסיס עלייך אלוהייך כמסוס חתן הכלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. ים Adonai ta'aritzi al yadish bein parti venismecha venagila lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela Maui v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha uvetzola toch emunei am segula boi chala lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela Shabbat Please be seated. As Psalm 92 comes to your screen, we invite you to please read with us the entire thing if you like, this beautiful psalm for Shabbat from millennia ago that feels so relevant today. It is good to thank you, O Lord, to sing praises to your name,
To proclaim your love every morning and your faithfulness every night.
to the sound of the 10-string lyre with the music of the lute and harp.
Your works, O eternal, bring me gladness. Of your deeds I joyously sing.
How great are your deeds, O Holy One! How profound are your designs!
The superficial cannot comprehend. The foolish cannot grasp this.
Though the wicked may thrive like grass and doers of evil seem to flourish,
Yet their doom is sure to come, for yours is the ultimate triumph.
those who oppose you shall be destroyed. Workers of evil are sure to be routed.
You have given me extraordinary power. I am like one who has been anointed.
I see the defeat of my foes. I hear the doom of my enemies.
The good will grow strong like the palm tree. They will thrive like the cedar of Lebanon.
Planted in the house of the Eternal, they will flourish in the courts of our God.
They will yield fruit even in old age. They will remain vital and vigorous.
Proclaiming that the Eternal is just, my rock, in whom there is no unrighteousness. Please sing with us Tzadik Katamar.
Tzadik Katamar Yivrach Keres Balvanon Yizke Shetuli Bevet Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Od Yenun Beseva Deshenim Merananim Yiyu Lehagid Ki Yashar Adonai Zuri Velo Hamlatabo.
Psalm 93, page 46. Adonai malach geyud lavesh lavesh Adonai ositazar הבתיקון תבל בל תימוד. נכון כיסך מאז מעולם אתה, נשאו נהרות אדוני, נשאו נהרות כולם, יישאו נהרות תוך ים. מקולות מים רבים, אדירים משברי ים, אדיר במרום אדוני. עדותיך נאמנו מאוד, לביתך נאווה קודש, אדוני לאורך ימים. What are we without you, O God? A game of chance? Cells placed by the hazards of fate? Chance due to the tides? Fear and hunger? Are we just the result of the unpredictable, the unwishing and the thoughtless? Are we only creatures who toil and kill one another, supremely ridiculous because we call ourselves masters of the world? Without you, this world is but the pretense of creation, and we become no longer your creatures, but merely an illusion, a whim, a grimace of chaos, which by mere chance yearns, suffers, and loves. No, it becomes us to hold God in our hearts. Let us do that very thing as we rejoice in the coming of Shabbat by lighting a candle, 2 candles ideally, or as many as you like, a light in the darkness to beckon us to a path of peace and hope. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav vetzivanu lehadlik ner vetzivanu lehadlik ner vetzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la la. Formal call to worship the Baruch Hu, page 52. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la 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 ya la 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 la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la 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 ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Baruch Hu et Adonai
Please be seated as the words of the Ma'ariv Aravim come to our screen with a beautiful image of the Milky Way, this cosmos where we find our home. It gives us perspective. It reminds us how terribly small we are, and yet how extraordinary is the gift of life. Page 52 in your Siddur, and we read together in Hebrew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, bechokma poteach she'arim, uvitvuna meshane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umesader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono, boreyom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, b'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi layla, umavdil ben yom uven layla, Adonai tzvaot shemo. El chai v'kayam, tamid imloch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Amariv Aravim.
Amen.
Ahavat Olam is page 60, a song of everlasting love between the Jewish people and our Creator.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, v'shokbenu v'kumeinu, nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha, le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yomenu, u'ba'hem nekeyomam v'layla. 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 Ve'ahavatecha al tasir menu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael.
Let us close our eyes and open our hearts to receive this word of God. The Shema on page 72 in your Siddur. These beautiful words from the book of Deuteronomy that are our anchor and our reminder to stay open and expansive. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, bechol levavcha, ubechol nafshecha,
ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
Pray in silence, page 80 and 82. And thus will you be reminded to fulfill all my mitzvot and make yourselves holy to your God. I am the eternal your God. I brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I, the eternal, am your God. It is this that is true and certain. There is but one God, and we are all created in that same image. Let us affirm that with Emet ve'emunah, page 86. Emet ve'emunah, Emet ve'emunah,
Emet ve'emunah kol zot, ve'kayam aleinu. Emet ve'emunah kol zot, ki hu Adonai Eloheinu, ve'en zulato anachnu, Yisrael, Yisrael amo. Emet ve'emunah, Emet ve'emunah, Emet ve'emunah kol zot, ve'kayam aleinu. Emet ve'emunah kol zot.
And we recall every day the moment when the Israelites passed through the sea of reeds, parted to allow them to walk through and be birthed as a new people, there to meet God in the wilderness. And they sang with Moses and Miriam, Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, who is like you, Adonai, among the mighty.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Malachutecha ra'u vanecha, בוקי הים, לפני משה ומרים, זעינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך, לעולם ועד. מי כמוך tehilot, Osef Melech, Nor tehilot, Osef
The words that seem ever more relevant and necessary, and to be said with deeper and deeper fervency as each day and hour passes. We harness this ancient prayer that we would lie down in peace, secure in the protecting love of the Almighty, that all of God's children will find their way to shelter, so that we may all arise tomorrow to face life's tasks with renewed faith. We ask to be saved and guarded from lurking and evident foes. We pray that together we can find the way to remove sorrow, hatred, and strife from this world, so that all of our hearts will turn in the right direction, knitting together a tent of peace that is big enough for all of us. And sustain all who seek your shalom, O God, who find their hope and strength in you. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha.
Ufros aleinu sukat, sukat shlomecha. Uferos aleinu sukat, sukat shlomecha. Yalai, 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 yalai. Yalai, 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 yalai. Spread over all of us your sukkah, your sukkah of shalom. Spread over all of us your sukkah, your sukkah of shalom.
We extend that prayer for peace to our prayer for healing. The words coming to the screen in just a moment. We invite you to please sing out the words of the Misha Berach for those who are ill, so many around the world, ailing and in fear and hurting and wounded. The wounds of body, of mind, of spirit, for those who are in need of healing and those who are tending to them. Please sing with us the Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Ve'imotenu. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen.
Holy One of Blessing, we ask healing for Susie Julius, David and Judy Blum, for Ian St. Martin, Michael Shmuel ben Yehuda Hirsch v'Yafalea, for Sarah Leah bat Ayala u'Shmuel Shabtai, for Moshe ben Tevya, Tivona bat Avraham v'Sara, and Shmuel Simcha Halevi, for Leah Chana bat Rachel and Herschel ben Yitzchak, for Susie Strauss and Susie Appleton, for Rachel bat Shulamit and Miriam bat Leah, for Harav Yachya Avraham ben Miriam, Tzvi ben Yitzchak, Elizabeth Casson and Lara Allen, Helen Brinker and Sally Lagerquist, for David Habib and Sivia bat Chana, for Wes Erba, Haley Cohen, and Chana bat Teresa, for all those who hurt, the hurts that are visible and the wounds that are not. Let us sing together and pledge to be sources of healing. Please join with us.
מקור הברכה לאבותינו. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say
Ken Yehi Ratzon, may it be the divine will and ours as well.
Amen.
Please turn to page 96, and please rise if you are able for the Vishamru.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית העולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית העולם. בין היא ובין בני ישראל, עוד היא לעולם, עוד היא לעולם, עוד היא לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Chatzi Kaddish, page 106.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה,
אמן.
ועלמא דברי חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם עולם מעלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם וינשא ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירם בעלמה ואמרו אמן.
Silent Amidah, page 110 to 118, in any language that your heart speaks, or a time for silent meditations. prayer from the depths of the soul for shalom.
עושה שלום, שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום, שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, אמן. עושה שלום, שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. ועל כל ישראל
Page 124, Vayechulu. ויכולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה, ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. קדיש שלם, page 134. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, נלמד דברך קדותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעולם ולעולם מעלמיה, יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם וינשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל לשמי לקודשה, בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו, אמן. תתקבל צלותון ובעתון לכל ישראל, קדם ובהון דבשמיא ואמרו, אמן. יהי שלום הרבה מן שמיא, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו, amen. We raise a glass for life and for blessing and peace. Our Kiddush, page 142. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu. בשבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה וראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. לחיים. Stay standing for Aleinu, page 166.
But first,
we'll count the Omer.
yes.
For the last time together before Shavuot. Just about there. We offer our blessing together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sefirat haomer. And we say, Hayom shemona ve'arba'im yom shehem shisha shavuot ve'shisha yamim la'omer. Today is the 48th day, that is 6 weeks and 6 days of counting the Omer. We do a double count to make sure that we are on the right day. 49 days, 7 weeks from Passover to the 50th day, which we mark as Shavuot, which will be starting Sunday evening. We turn please to 166 for Aleinu. And we sing together. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב עיקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו ופסולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד, אין עוד. The bottom of 168. ככתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו My friends, I am going to beg your forgiveness. If you are present with us this evening and are actively observing Yartzeit or saying Kaddish for a loved one, please enter the name of your dear one into our chat, and our community will hold you in its arms as we mourn together. Cantor Andy and I are okay, but if it's not obvious by now, we're a little off our game. We are both, thank God, on the other side of our second vaccination, but barely out of it. I had a particularly strong reaction and just barely on the other side of it, and I did not bring into this space our Yartzeit list. It's not grabbable. I apologize. Yeah. So instead, tomorrow at the end of the 9:30 morning service, God willing, I will read the list of names that NER TAMID is holding especially this week for Kaddish. I do ask your forgiveness and your patience with us. For all of the dear ones who are being remembered this week, and there are so many, I will say the name of Scott Lieberman and for all of those who are mourning dear ones here and in Israel, in our holy lands, and all around the world. So many gone too early. We say, may the memory of the righteous be forever a blessing. And the words of the mourner's Kaddish come to your screen. We say it in memory of all of these dear ones, and we ask that the memory of the righteous be forever a blessing. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal, shemei dekudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma ve'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru amen.
Amen.
Please be seated. And so, friends, as we come to the end of this evening's service, I thank you for your forbearance with us. I want to announce a couple of birthdays coming up. On May 18th, it shall be Jerry Hyman's birthday.
Yay.
Happy birthday, Jerry! And we will save the remainder of the birthdays until next Shabbat, but also want to acknowledge a very special anniversary. May 19th is Pearl and Oscar Balter's anniversary.
Yay.
Happy anniversary to Pearl and Oscar.
Amen.
Extraordinary people celebrating extraordinary milestones. So to Jerry, happy early birthday. And to Pearl and Oscar, happy anniversary.
Amen,
To all of
amen,
those
amen.
celebrating, celebrate even more deeply, please. These milestones are so precious. Please join us tomorrow morning for Shabbat service with Cantor Rudy and Rabbi Reuben. And Sunday evening, please mark your calendars and be with us. We are observing the festival of Shavuot, such a beautiful festival of celebration of the ancient wheat harvest, and over time it became the holiday of commemoration of receiving the Torah at Mount Sinai. This is Sunday evening, beginning at 7:30 with NER TAMID and Beth Or Shalom, Beth Israel Judea, and B'nai Amunah. We are presenting teachings on the poetry of Etz Chaim, the tree of life. We'll be hearing the 10 Commandments chanted and a beautiful teaching on the commandments. And that is Sunday evening. We're still bringing our own cheesecake and blintzes, but God willing, next year, in some version or other, we'll be together to share the sweetness of the foods of Shavuot. In the meantime, we can share the sweetness of some of the music and the learning. So that is Sunday evening, May 16th, and then Tuesday morning, NER TAMID with B'nai Amunah and BIJ. We are presenting our Shavuot festival service and our service of Yizkor, remembrance. That is Tuesday morning at 9:30. Both Sunday evening and Tuesday morning are on Zoom. Tomorrow morning service is on YouTube. I'm quite sure there is much that I have forgotten, but for the moment, I think we'll call it wonderful. And again, bless you. We just pray that everyone is well. Please do get your vaccinations. Even the temporary discomfort is well worth the relief of knowing that we have a little bit of extra protection against what the world continues to throw at us. There is one thing I want to invite you to. If you are interested, I found out about this too late to send it out on an email, but if you would like, I recommend perhaps a session tomorrow at 3 p.m. on Zoom with Cantor Andes and my rabbi and spiritual guide, Rabbi Mordechai Finley. Rabbi Finley is perhaps the wisest and smartest person we have ever met. He has guided so much of our life together. He is a remarkable person. and his community is offering tomorrow at 3 a session on the crisis in Israel and Palestine. He is a voice of wisdom, a voice of realism. He will provide an objective, educational perspective. All of Rabbi Finley's children serve or have served in the Israel Defense Forces. Rabbi Finley's wife is from Israel, Meirav. These are proud, realistic people. And if you're going to learn from anybody, I recommend, you may not agree with everything, but come and learn from Rabbi Finley and from his daughter Avigail, who was a medic in the IDF. That is tomorrow at 3 p.m. If you would like the Zoom link, please include that desire in tonight's chat, and I will send you the Zoom link. Otherwise, you can private message us and we'll send you it.
The Zoom link for that will also be included in the information section of tomorrow morning's Shabbat service, right below where it says, all the fun stuff that it always says, will be the link to that Zoom service.
We'll make that available. And just if you like a little insight into with whom we learn, maybe join us tomorrow at 3 p.m. for Rabbi Finley. Okay, we'll close with the magnificent words of the Book of Ruth, our Megillah, our scroll for the holiday of Shavuot, which begins with such sadness and ends in such joy. May it be a blueprint for our time. May we, like the central characters of the Book of Ruth, show kindness and welcome and protection to one another, and may we build together a future of hope and peace.
Amen.
Whither thou goest.
Brought to our lives, as with so many other pieces of music, by Leonard Cohen of blessed memory. Whither thou goest, I will go. Wherever thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, my love. Whither thou goest, I will go. For as in that story long ago, that same sweet love story now is told. Thy people shall be my people, my love. Whither thou goest, I will go. Whither thou goest, I will go. Wherever thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, my love. Whither thou goest, I will go. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Praise God, we'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Take care.
Good night.
Shabbat shalom.